Hi guys, welcome back. I am here today, it's another little kind of craft along with me video. So I am working on a journal for a swap that I'm a part of in the Alternative Junk Journals Facebook group. It's a witch's spell book we're making for this swap. I've done a swap with that group before. It's my very first video ever on this channel. We did a dark fairy tale kind of journal, and I did a Snow White journal, and if you wanted to see that, that's my very first video I ever made, and it is not such great quality, but I've gotten better, I hope, since I first started making videos. But I'll give you a quick sneak peek. I haven't got very far yet. Well, I haven't done the cover anyway. These are the pages. There's 3 signatures, and so far I've managed to sew on the edge of all of the pages and sew in all the pockets that I wanted. So this is just a little sneak preview of what the kind of side profile of the book's going to look like, and all the papers and textiles and things like that are tucked in there. So that's just a little sneak preview. I thought I'd show you that. So what I'm making today is we need a certain number of different pieces of ephemera and things in the journal. So I thought I would make some altered paper clips, and I've never made this sort of altered paper clip before, so I have no idea how I'm going to do this. It's kind of a craft along with me / let's see if she can make something that actually works. So what I decided to make, because it's a witch's spell book kind of theme, I thought I might make some little astrology Zodiac paper clips. So I'll come up nice and close to the camera and show you what I've halfway got done. I am working on these they're 1-inch punched circles, and they have the little star signs. They're a little messy. I'm probably going to have to go over them again with the white pen, just so that they are nice and thick. And I'm going to put a wee paper clip in between the two, and then hot glue it together, and we'll see if that works. See if that will, here we go, back on screen. See if that will hold, and see if that will work, and then hopefully that will work as some cute little altered paper clips to put on the side. We will see how it turns out. So that's the basic idea. I have done some watercolors in a variety of different sort of shades here, and this is the one I did for the Scorpio one, and I just used my 1-inch round punch to punch out 2 circles to put front and back, and then I am using my white Uniball Signo kind of gel pen here, and this is my favourite white pen that I've found. This one actually seems to work. The other ones that I've bought have been really translucent, and you can barely really see they're on there, so I much prefer this one to anything else. So this is my favourite, but these, as you can see, some of them really aren't that dark. So I'm hoping that, like this one here, I'm hoping the white pen will show up, but we'll see. We'll hope for the best, and we'll see. Right, I'm just skipping over to a voiceover now, because I didn't really talk a lot throughout this part, and I just decided I'd speed it up a bit, because it is just me punching circles, and it's not that interesting, and especially when I wasn't really talking, it was kind of a bit of boring content, really. So I wanted to speed that part up and voiceover for you. So I'm just punching out the circles here for each of the zodiac signs. I had done a little bit of research, not much. I'm not personally really into zodiac or astrology. I think it's really cool, but I don't really follow it. But I just decided to have a little look on Pinterest and see kind of what the aesthetic, if you will, for each zodiac sign is. Like I said, don't follow it, so I have no idea. Each of them did seem to have kind of like a colour or a colour combination that sort of represented each zodiac, so I kind of sort of watercoloured out those colours that kind of matched a little bit, but not perfectly. Watercolours, they didn't seem to go exactly how I wanted, and also I needed them to be kind of dark so that I knew that the white pen would show up. So not all of them were quite the colours probably that are supposed to go with the zodiac signs. Okay, back again. I have got them all cut out. I have also got my one over here that I have cut out, the Scorpio one. So now I'm going to go ahead and write on each of them with the white pen, because I think that once I try and glue the paperclip in between them, it'll be quite hard to write on. So I'm going to go ahead and do the white writing on each of them now, and I'm hoping that this will work and it'll show up, but we'll have to see. And then afterwards I will stop and I'll show you how they're going. Just jumping in again with the voiceover, I decided I would speed up this section and voice over it as well, because it was just me drawing and I was concentrating so hard I didn't really talk in it at all. So I was trying to get the drawings to look right, and I was happy with how they turned out in the end. You can see I've got my phone there. I was using Pinterest to help me look at the images of the star signs and their symbols and things, because I don't know them. So that was handy that I could have my phone there and use that to show me what they actually looked like, because there was no way I was going to just know what they were. So I'm working on a Taurus one here. My sister and my dad are Taurus. I know I said I'm not into star signs. Well, I like them. I do really like them. I just don't really believe in horoscopes necessarily, you know. So I know that my sister and my dad are a Taurus. My husband and my other youngest sister, they are both Aries. I am a Cancer, and my mum is a Libra. Like I said, I find it really interesting. Don't believe in horoscopes, but I do find, I find the idea of it interesting. I haven't really looked into star signs very much, but I just think it's kind of a cool idea. So I would love to know any information. If you guys have something cool about star signs, let me know in the comments, or let me know. I would also really like to know, what is your star sign? I just think it's interesting. It's, like I said, not something I follow, but I do think it's kind of a neat idea. So I'm just filling out these little star signs on here. I really love stars. Stars are so beautiful. I live way, way, way out in the country, and we live a long way away from the city. The nearest town is about half an hour, but that's not a very big town. And then the actual nearest city, like proper city, is about an hour and a bit away from our house. So we're way out in the country, and the stars are beautiful out here with the no light pollution, because we are very isolated where we live. The stars just shine so beautifully, and it's just wonderful. My husband and I really like seeing the stars at nighttime, especially. We often get to see them when we've had dinner with my family. My family lives about 8-minute drive away, and so we have family teas probably about once a week, and then whenever we get home it's really dark and we like to stand outside and look at the stars for a while before we go back into the house, and they are so beautiful. So stars are definitely right up my alley. So working on Aquarius, I think that was maybe, which I think I really liked the blue colour of Aquarius's little circle. So I'm getting close to the end now here with Capricorn, and then I had these two which I was kind of confused about which ones they were supposed to be, but I did work it out because I did figure out which colour was supposed to line up with which star sign that I'd predetermined from the beginning. I don't know, but I figured it out and I was pleased that I did. So I am just about done. We're working on the last one now, which is Libra, which is my mum's star sign, like I said. And that is the very last one before we jump back into the video where I am actually talking. Okay guys, so we've got all of these little pieces put together. Some of them show up really, really well, and some of them show up a little less. So I may have to do a few coats on some of them, but they are showing up all right, so I'm happy with how they've turned out. And so it is now hot glue gun time. Actually, first of all, I think I might ink around the edges of them, because I just think that might help get rid of the white from the back a little bit and just give them a bit more, I don't know, I think that might just darken the edges up a little bit, and that might look good. Voiceover again. So I'm just inking around the edges of each of these little star signs. I was really pleased in the end that I did do this inking because I think it made a really, really, really big difference to how they all looked. So I've just sped this up and cut bits out of the footage because, again, you can see what I'm doing here. You don't need to see me do every single one of them. Get a bit tedious. So I'm just going around the edges. I believe I used Tim Holtz Distress Ink Vintage Photo, I think was the one I used in the end. And I think that worked really well. I think it really makes them show up a lot better. I think it really added something to it. So I'm super, super glad that I decided to ink around the edges. Made a big difference. So I'm just finishing off those last few, and then we will be back in with the regular filming. We're all inked up now, guys, and I'm so glad I did decide to ink them. I really do think that the ink around the edge gives them a really cool look that I really love. I think that looks much, much better. So now the problem is my hot glue gun, which I'm going to try and use, the cord can't actually reach to this desk, so I'm not going to actually be able to show you the hot gluing. So I'm going to do that hot gluing now, and then I will come back and show you the finished products and try and explain how I put them together in case you're confused. So I'll go off now and I will do that, and I'll be back in a minute. Okay guys, I am back, and here are my 12 Zodiac sign altered paper clips. So this is going to be the front side, just because I didn't really think about it. It doesn't really matter which side's the front side, but this is just going to be the side that will slip on to the edge. I'm really happy with how these turned out. I think they look quite cute. So all I did was get the two circles. You can see on the back the other circles there, and I just put a bit of hot glue between them and put the paper clip in, and they turned out really great. I'm really happy with how these look. They're cute. So that's really all I have to show you guys. If you've got any questions about how I made them, please leave them in the comments. And also let me know if you are participating in the alternative junk journal, which is Spellbook Swap. I'm really excited about it. Can't wait. And I will see you guys in my next video. If you liked this one, please subscribe. It means a lot to me. Okay. Have a great week, guys. I'll see you later. Bye.